let me know what you think in the comments. And I'm not talking about like spawning in the best Pokemon in the game to make the run super easy. It's just to make it different and interesting for me. Oh wow, I can just buy all the crap now, can't I? Barely scratched the surface of my money. Cool. But yes, the original point. Nicknames. I've been coming up with the nicknames for these 6 future teams. And when I was planning them, it's like, do I go for a theme like I did for Colosseum? And I was erring on the side of, yeah, going for themes. But the problem is, evidently in this series, I don't remember their names. Because it's a theme. I chose the nickname not because I thought, yeah, that's a cool nickname, that's what I would call this Pokemon. And more because it was, I don't know, it fit the theme. So a couple are forced, like Spring Rain and Summer Sun. They don't really fit the overall theme, but I tried my best. But that's why I don't remember them. Whereas ones that I really sort of invest thought in, I engage with a lot more on a sort of personal level. So I think I'm inclined to do that for the future ones. And although it's a bit less cool in the moment, it makes me invest more in the particular Pokemon and, you know, remembering them. And we're back again for Venus. So presumably the 4th round is going to be Ein. Oh no, not you again. You're annoyingly persistent. That or I'm obsessed with you, Venus. I'm in love with you. I follow you everywhere. Psychic on Raichu to try and deal with that before it can... Yeah, okay, that's probably going to knock out Midnight. Oh no, it's going for Attract. Of course it is, because... Okay, sure, yeah. Odd thing. Venus and a bloody Attract. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay. Raichu's dealt with, so that means that won't be knocking out Midnight this turn. Which I'm certain it would have otherwise. This is why I don't like this kind of strategy, her kind of strategy. It's the same with like buffing your evade all the way. If one attack gets through, you're fucked. Surely it is just better to go sort of all-out attack. And then there's no one left standing to fight back. And I suppose that's why the weak ones like Midnight and High Noon annoy me in this, because I'm finding them very difficult to deal with. Damn it. Immobilized my love. Wow, Meganium's going for a tank vibe. So that means it's got Leech Seed, Ingrain, Attract, and 1 actual attack. Fucking confusion. I hate her. I hate her and her strategy. And to be honest, it's not a strategy I've never used. Double negatives. I have used this sort of strategy. The debuff and wait. I'm just trying to think what game it was. Oh, Neoverse. The deck building. That kind of game. I sometimes, like, with Naya, who's essentially a poison character. It's called radioactivity, but it's basically poison. That's what I do in that. Shit. Yeah. I was trying to get off a Shadow Ball, but Dawn did not launch a single fucking attack. When I'm playing as Naya, I sometimes sort of go full defensive, and then the radioactivity to whittle down their health. But that game has changed a lot since I last played it on the channel. They did a complete overhaul and redid most of the mechanics. I should really go over that again. I want to play it again when I start live streaming, but that's a conversation for another day. But in that, I sometimes do the turtle poison. And I kind of think it would be interesting to do that with a Shuckle, because that's basically Shuckle's whole deal, isn't it? You know, that is basically a tank. So I kind of want to do that, but at the same time I don't want to do that on the channel, because it would be incredibly dull. Right, Midnight just doesn't have the attack for this. It would be incredibly dull to watch, because for a start each match would be exactly the same. It would just be turtling, using defensive moves, and poisoning them, and that's just not fun to watch. Admittedly, I probably will be cutting most battles out of most future games like I have with this and Emerald, but it's still not something I want to have to do. I want to be able to leave it in, and I cut it out because it's the same general stuff you've seen. I don't want it to be the exact move-for-move thing you've seen every time. You know? Oh, for fuck's sake. I really hate her strategy. It's just so annoying to fight against. But Blissy's poisoned with toxic, so she will definitely collapse at some point. Oh, earlier, I'll mention this, earlier, when I was playing through this Colosseum thing, there was a guy who had, what was it he had? A Machoke. Oh, I don't remember his other Pokemon. It's on screen, whatever it was, I can't remember. And the other Pokemon used Toxic on the Machoke, which was a Machop when he first used it. And I don't know quite why. I assume Machoke either has an ability. I thought Machoke had like Guts or something. But it's possible he had Endeavour or some other move like that gets massively powered up if you have a debuff. And Poison doesn't affect your ability to attack, unlike Sleep and Paralysis. I never found out because, of course, I had Dawn out, so I demolished Machoke in one hit. And never found out why he poisoned his Ursaring. It was an Ursaring. And never found out why he used that on his own Pokemon. It was very, very odd. Alright, Venus. Hurry up and get beaten, please. I'm bored of you. I'm bored of looking at you. Oh, crap, you still got a Militech. Fucking hell, that did nothing. No. I bet he's going to use that on Dusk? No? Okay. Well, I guess I'll just poison Militech and turtle it up. Why are they focusing on Spring Rain? It can do nothing, evidently. It did barely any damage. Like, very, very little. Some of the least damage I've ever seen Pokemon at this level do. And the other ones are water type, so sure, yeah, whatever. Focus on the one that can't hurt you, instead of the one that is poisoning you. Ice Beam? Yep, still focusing on Spring Rain for some reason. They haven't even attracted Dawn. They've just left it alone entirely. Oh, it's finally down now. Christ. Thing is, neither of the other two are going to survive. There's High Noon and Midnight, and at least one of them has Ice Beam. I think it's Militech. But Blissy's going to faint next turn from the poison, and Militech's probably not far off either. Oh, you fuck. You cheeky fuck. I suppose that's one flip side of Toxic, because it builds up over time. I wouldn't use Toxic if it didn't, if it was just guaranteed poison, I wouldn't use it. Same with how I never use guaranteed burns. There's just no point to them. Oof. The thing is, I don't feel threatened by any of Venus's team, even though they've knocked out 4 of my Pokemon. I don't feel threatened by them because they don't do much damage. Apart from... Oops, why am I using an item? Apart from, just then. For the most part, they don't do anything. They just sort of debuff and then whittle away at me. Whereas Dawn is strong enough to withstand it, and Spring Rain did for a while. I probably should have healed him just so I kept the tank. But whatever. She's not going to heal Militech, and so Militech's going to faint this turn, and Blissy's going to faint in X number of turns. Militech was the harder hitter of the two, and is now unconscious. Guess I start biting it and try and get it to flinch so it doesn't hit me with whatever. But they're focusing on Midnight anyway. Fucking hell, Steel Wing did a lot. It must have just really high special defense, and that's why Surf did nothing and Bite does nothing, because I think they're both special moves in Gen 3. Whereas Steel Wing must be a physical move. I'm surprised. Not at Steel Wing being a physical move, but Blissey having such a difference in special to normal defense. So this is actually going to knock it out. If I knew that, I would have bloody attacked it sooner and not waited for the poison, but sure, whatever. Works. Blissey's knocked out. That was a very annoying fight. They're just not fun to fight against. I hate it when you can't hit anything. Aye, how dare you, how dare you! Well, that's 3 runs through the Colosseum. How long have I been here? For like bloody 40 minutes? Another email. If he once again asks, I wonder what Pokemon he has, I'm going to murder him. This is Ned. I've been slowly getting more information. He uses a Shadow Shuckle. This could be very tenacious. Oh. I'll just knock it out. Poison it, knock it out. Not knock it out. Catch it, Geran. Pay attention. Round and round we go. Knocking out Ein. That's what I know. Ein. Oh, it's good to see you with your interesting character design and your stupid bloody hair. Oh, I've missed you. You don't give up, do you? I'll make you atone for thwarting our Shadow Pokémon plan. I don't know why he's Russian now, he's supposed to be German. First off, demolish Crobat with a Psychic. That wasn't going to last long. See, I kind of like Crobat, but his teeth look so really weird on Colosseum. And Rhydon's horn is clearly not circular. Or spherical. Conical. Conical, that's the word. It's comical how non-conical it is. Else things non-canonical. Rock Blast. If that hits more than 3 times... Oh no, it only hit twice. Okay. Damn, if that hit like another time, that might have knocked him out. Let's try and deal with Rhydon. And Rhydon is dealt with. Oh, I love Dawn. Although Summer Sun has done really well at making himself my second best attacker. Would Intimidate work if Midnight was flying at the time? I don't know. Doesn't really matter now, Midnight's gone, but you know, if Midnight had managed to get off its fly attack before Gyarados, Spring Rain you can deal with the Manectric. Or not, because it's using Protect. But Gyarados isn't, and Gyarados is the one who's going to get a face full of Psychic. Rain Dance to power up Manectric's Thunder. Interesting combo, not going to work, because Gyarados isn't going to be around, and to be honest, neither is Manectric. Although it will next turn, so I don't know what I'm saying. Although I know Dawn is going to be the focus of it, so let's try and take out that Manectric now. Yeah, let's just take out that Manectric now. Good one. Mantine. 2 water and flying types. That's an odd choice. Like, 2 water types is odd enough, but water and flying? Aren't there like 3 in the 4? Alright, 4 in the entire game. I think 4? Yeah, Mantine, Gyarados, Wingull and Pelipper. They're the only 4, I think. Oh goody, Confuse Ray. Oh, it's only on Spring Rain. That's alright then. I don't mind if Spring Rain doesn't attack. He's just sort of there to try and soak up some hits. While Dawn is going to wipe out a lot of Mantine's health. Not all of Mantine's health, like I was bloody hoping, but... Oh no. That Gyarados is just a combo Pokemon. Ooh, Dawn. And a Slam. Oh, not bad. 1 more of those and Gyarados is dealt with. X-Speed. Seems a bit late in the game to be doing that, considering at least one of those is about to be knocked out. Should have done that sooner. Ooh, Mantine's just holding on. I guess it makes sense for Ein to be the combo guy. Similar with Mirabee being the dancing guy. And Dakim. No, Dakim doesn't really have a strategy. He was very, very easy. And Venus being the annoying one. Oh, Twister, yeah, that was really dangerous. Thanks. I'm so threatened by your 7 damage. Oh, whatever will Dusk do? Oh, yeah. He's just going to bite you to death. Nom. Manta Ray Sushi. Delicious. What unbelievable power. Again, I don't know how to do a German accent. Congratulations, have another 18 grand. Oh, fucking hell, 3 in a row that it is Deep King. There's a rumor the Deep King has entered in the knockout tourney. If you've got to enter too and show up his highness. Don't acknowledge his rank. Gives him power over you. Alright, one more time then. A 5th time through the Deep Colosseum. To find the Deep King and steal his Shadow Shuckle and then be done with this horrible, horrible deep underground place. God, imagine if you met him in the first round. If, like, he didn't happen to be in the furthest bracket, so that you met him in the finale. And you just, like, meet him in the first round and just knock him out straight away. That would be hilarious. The final. Who's he gonna be? I'm expecting a, giant guy. Fully what I was expecting. Although he just looks like a palette swap of the bodybuilder. He is. He's just a palette swap with a net vest. You're challenging me. I didn't see the rest of that, but I've got a weird mask on, or a face tattoo. It's really hard to tell. But look at my giant muscles and my Shedinja, who's just gonna get knocked out in one hit. And my Girafarig, who's also probably just gonna get knocked out in one hit. Girafarig's using Psychic? Oh, that's cool. I've not actually seen Girafarig attack in Colosseum, I don't think. If I have, I wasn't paying attention. But that was a cool animation. Shedinja's health goes down really slowly. Even though it's, 1. Kingdra. Kingdra's a really good water Pokemon. Because of the dragon combination, it makes it, really resistant to electric attacks as well. And I think grass as well. I'm not sure Kingdra has a weakness other than dragon. I was going to say maybe Ice Beam, but that's because he's using Ice Beam. Ooh. Don't knock out Spring Rain, don't knock out Spring Rain, don't knock out... Oh, you prick. Let's see if grass works. I don't think it does, because I think dragon is weirdly immune to, almost every attack. Not immune, but resistant to almost every attack. Because it was the Gen 1 super type. Oh, fuck you with your heals. Gotta say, you're not really impressing me. I don't know why Net kept going on about, and what Pokemon he uses. It doesn't matter what Pokemon he uses. It doesn't matter what Pokemon he uses because it doesn't matter about what Pokemon anyone uses. I have oh, shit. Why didn't I see this coming? Welp. Yeah, it doesn't matter because everyone has... I've got a combination... I'm just talking at fucking hell. Not a good show in front of the king. Yeah, it doesn't matter what Pokemon he has, because I will beat them. I've beaten every single team that I've come up against, including the ultimate, in inverted commas, Shadow Pokémon, so I really wouldn't... Oh, for fuck's sake. I really wouldn't worry. He really likes that Girafarig, doesn't he? Kingdra should go down next turn. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble speaking. Maybe it's because this is my 5th run through this fucking Colosseum, and I'm bored of this place. Of these crowds who presumably come down here in 1s and 2s on the bloody UFO. Is there another way down? I didn't see another way. They have to be coming down on the UFO. And everybody has got to be like, I wonder why all of those crowds of people are filing down on the UFO one by one. Do they all have D discs? If everyone has D discs, how is this so rarely known? How does nobody know about this place? There are so many plot holes with this Colosseum. If there was just a single house down here that you couldn't get into, anything to shit, Dawn's knocked out. Anything to hint that maybe there is another way down here that you don't know about. But no, there's only that one guy who was like, I tunneled my way down here, lol. Agnol, I think, was the Deep King's name. Your beloved Girafarig is knocked out. Cry about it with your weird face mask and mesh t-shirt. It's not even a mesh t-shirt, it's a mesh fronted shirt. Ooh, he's a Skarmory. Okay, I like him. I like this guy. He's a Skarmory. Skarmory is great. Everyone loves Skarmory. Revive Dawn, and I guess just bite Sableye. I don't really have anything better. Sableye is one of those tricky ones. It doesn't have any super effective weaknesses, does it? One of Sableye's things. I don't recall if I've ever used Sableye. I think I thought about using it in, or I may have used it in one of my Emerald playthroughs at some point. I don't really recall. Midnight hurt itself. Good job. One of Dawn's eyes is unlit. I thought it was just a lighting bug in one of the earlier rounds, but it seems like Dawn's eye is just permanently dark. The left eye. I assume it's the lighting in the Colosseum. In this particular Colosseum, because I've not noticed it anywhere else. I was trying to think of how I could deal with that Skarmory, and it's like, well, I could use Toxiconic, but no, it's immune to Toxic because it's a Steel type, and Steel types are cool, and Skarmory's really cool because there's basically no weaknesses apart from Electric, I guess, and Fire. Oh yeah, Fire's a weakness. Electric and Fire. That's about it. Shuckle, it's only level 45. What are you doing here? Rui, what are you doing here? Yeah, there's a Shadow Pokémon. You didn't join me in here. What are you doing? I'm not sure she could even get a ticket. I didn't know she was watching me fight. I will admit I sort of completely forgot about Steel's weakness to fire temporarily. Let's just deal with that then, and I guess return, because it's part rock, it should whittle it down without smashing it. I don't want to have to redo the fight if I knock it out. Sorry, Skarmory. You're amazing, but you're a little bit weak to fire. Oh, nice, level up. Okay. So once this attack doesn't knock it out... Okay, good. Alright. I'll save and then whittle down Shuckle for the capture. And it better not knock itself out. There's bloody recoil. Snag ball time. It's going to start chucking balls every round now. And... catch it, 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 catch it. Oh, that was really easy. Didn't even need to put it to sleep or anything.